We hear it all the time, don't we? This advice to just be grateful.
It's everywhere. Self-help books, maybe even well-meaning friends telling you.
Exactly. But how often do we really stop and think, well, why? What's actually going on inside us, when we feel that gratitude?
Right. Is it just like a nice feeling that passes? A temporary thing?
Or is there something deeper, something more profound happening? So today we're doing a deep dive into the fascinating science of gratitude. We want to uncover how this seemingly simple emotion, it doesn't just make you feel good temporarily. It actively impacts your brain, boosts your mental health, and even ripples out into, say, your daily productivity and how strong your relationships are.
And to help us figure this out, we've looked at some really great sources. We've got insights from brain coach Jim Kwik. He makes the brain stuff super accessible.
Right.
And then there's extensive research from positivepsychology.com, which really digs into the neuroscience.
Yeah.
And also some interesting perspectives from Forbes, looking at how gratitude even shows up in the workplace.
So our mission today really is to give you a shortcut to understanding the surprising facts and, maybe more importantly, the practical tools that can genuinely help transform your life.
Yeah, just by embracing thankfulness. It sounds simple, but the science is pretty compelling.
I think you'll find some genuinely surprising things today. Okay, let's unpack this first bit. When we talk about gratitude, chemically, what's actually happening inside our heads?
Okay. So it's definitely a direct impact. It's not just, a warm, fuzzy feeling. Gratitude is actually a powerful neurochemical event.
Neurochemical, okay.
Yeah, and when you genuinely express gratitude, and that's important, expressing it, not just thinking it.
Right.
Your brain immediately triggers the release of these really crucial neurotransmitters. We're talking dope.
The feel-good one.
That's the one. And serotonin, too. And these aren't minor chemicals. They're central to how you regulate your emotions. They make you feel good, enhance your mood, almost instantly.
Wow, instantly.
Pretty much. In fact, some people, like Emily Fletcher mentioned on Positive Psychology, call gratitude a natural antidepressant because of this effect.
So it's almost like we have this internal control panel, a lever we can pull for happiness.
You definitely think of it that way.
By intentionally practicing gratitude, that's powerful.
Absolutely. It's a really profound form of what you might call state regulation. And here's the thing that's truly fascinating.
Okay.
Regularly practicing gratitude isn't just a quick fix. It actually strengthens the neural pathways involved.
Strengthens them.
Think of it like training a muscle. You're conditioning your brain over time to focus more on positive experiences. And it becomes more sensitive, more attuned to future moments of appreciation. So the more you practice feeling grateful,
the stronger that gratitude muscle gets.
Exactly. It creates this lasting positive feedback loop in your brain. It becomes easier and more natural.
That's where it gets really interesting for me. So, okay, we get the immediate mood boost, the dopamine, the serotonin. But what else is happening? You mentioned strengthening pathways. Is it changing our actual gray matter, our cognitive function?
Yes, we absolutely are talking about measurable changes.
Yeah.
It's not just feelings. Gratitude activates multiple brain regions.
Multiple regions?
Yeah, and this leads to, actual structural changes and improved function. For example, it activates your prefrontal cortex.
The executive control center, right? The thinking part.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That's the area for critical thinking, rational thought, making good decisions. So practicing gratitude can literally enhance the quality of your daily choices.
That's amazing.
And there's more. It also impacts your limbic system. This is like the emotional core of your brain.
The amygdala, hippocampus.
Exactly those. The amygdala, often called the fear center in the hippocampus, vital for memory and emotion. Gratitude helps these areas sort of work together more harmoniously,
leading to
better emotional regulation. It helps you manage your feelings more effectively and, importantly, release what some researchers call toxic or, unhealthy emotional patterns, stuff that holds you back.
And you mentioned structural changes, like physical changes.
Yes, there are studies indicating lasting effects. Things like an increase in gray matter volume in certain brain areas linked to positive emotion, like the right inferior temporal gyrus.
Wow. So, okay, let's connect the dots here. What does all this mean for us day to day? These changes in brain structure, how we process things, that sounds like it could fundamentally change our whole outlook.
It really can. And it directly helps us fight something called the negativity bias.
Ah, yes, I've heard of that. We tend to focus on the bad stuff.
Exactly. It's this an innate human tendency, probably left over from when, spotting threats was crucial for survival.
Right. It kept us alive.
But now, in our modern world, that bias often just leads to more unhappiness, anxiety, stress.
Makes sense.
So gratitude practices directly counteract this. They literally redirect your brain's attention. Instead of constantly scanning for problems or dwelling on what you lack.
You focus on what you have.
Precisely. It trains your brain to notice and appreciate the good, creating a much more balanced and frankly positive perspective. It's like rewiring your attention span.
Okay, this raises a really important question then. If our brains are literally changing, rewiring, what are the tangible benefits? What can we actually expect to see or feel in our daily lives beyond just, feeling a bit better?
Oh, the benefits are incredibly wide-ranging.
Yeah.
Let's start with mental and emotional well-being. Consistently practicing gratitude leads to significantly improved optimism.
More optimistic.
Yeah, and just a higher overall quality of life. People report greater life satisfaction. And think about stress, huge factor for most of us.
Definitely.
Gratitude helps regulate it. It actually reduces levels of cortisol, the main stress hormone.
Less cortisol. That's huge.
It is. And it makes you more resilient. You bounce back quicker from emotional setbacks.
Okay, resilience, less stress.
Mm-hmm.
What about sleep? So many people struggle with sleep.
Yes, absolutely. Gratitude has a direct impact there too. Doing a simple gratitude practice before bed, it can really reduce that nighttime worry, the rumination that keeps you awake.
Stops the racing thoughts.
Exactly. Helps quiet the mind. There's even a study in psychological science that highlights this benefit, helping you sleep better and potentially longer.
That alone would be worth it for many people.
For sure. And then think about our online world, social media.
Oh yeah, the comparison trap.
Right, that digital depression feeling. Gratitude helps counter that. Instead of feeling resentful or jealous when you see others' highlights, it helps you genuinely appreciate their accomplishments or just appreciate what you have yourself.
Shifting focus again.
It really is. And it fosters self-love, empathy, focusing on appreciation for yourself and for others rather than perceived flaws or lacks.
It's incredible, really, the scope of these mental and emotional benefits. But does it stop there? Or does this actually extend to our physical health, too? Can being grateful make us physically healthier?
It seems so, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This isn't just wishful thinking. There's science backing it up. The Mayo Clinic health system, for instance, links gratitude to better sleep, improved mood, and enhanced immunity.
Enhanced immunity? How does that work?
Well, there's this fascinating field called psychoneuroimmunology.
Psychoneuroimmunology, okay.
It basically explores how your mind, your nervous system, and your immune system are all interconnected. We know stress suppresses the immune system, right?
Yeah.
Makes you more vulnerable to getting sick.
Yeah.
Gratitude seems to act as a counterforce. By reducing stress, it potentially strengthens your body's defenses.
So less stress equals stronger immune system, potentially.
That's the connection researchers are exploring. And there's more. Some studies, like one by Emmons and McCullough, found that patients keeping a gratitude journal reported reduced pain symptoms.
Reduced pain from journaling.
Seems unlikely, but they also showed increased willingness to cooperate with arrow treatment. It might be partly linked to regulating dopamine levels, which play a role in pain perception.
Interesting.
Because you have potential for decreased chronic pain, maybe reduced risk of other health issues.
Yeah.
The mind-body connection is really powerful here.
Okay, so we've covered mind and body. What about our interactions, our relationships? Does gratitude actually make relationships stronger, or does it just make you a nicer person to be around?
Both, really. But it definitely makes relationships stronger. Research consistently shows that gratitude doesn't just make individuals happier. It demonstrably improves interpersonal relationships, both at home, with partners and family, and actually at work, too.
How does it strengthen the bonds?
Well, it makes it a habit to actually acknowledge the contributions others make to your life. You notice the good things they do, and you express appreciation for it.
And that feels good for both people involved.
Absolutely. Who doesn't want to feel seen and appreciated? It builds trust, loyalty. Studies show partners who frequently express thankfulness tend to have more stable, trusting, and mutually satisfying relationships. It fosters that deep connection.
This is all incredibly compelling. Seriously.
Hmm.
But I can hear listeners thinking, okay, I get it. It's good for me. But how do I do this? Especially if maybe you don't feel naturally grateful all the time. What are some practical steps?
Right. That's the key question. And the good news is it doesn't have to be some huge, time-consuming overhaul of your life. It's more about intentionality.
Small steps.
Exactly. The most common, and arguably one of the most effective practices, is gratitude journaling.
Writing things down.
Yes. Experts often suggest writing down maybe 3 things you're grateful for each day. And an important tip is to use a dedicated journal, not just a random scrap of paper.
Why dedicated?
It makes it more of a ritual, a commitment. Plus, you can look back over it and really re-experience those feelings.
Makes sense. When's the best time to do it?
You can easily slot it into your morning or evening routine. It only takes a few minutes. Start the day with intention or end it reflecting on the good.
Okay.
And to make it even easier to remember and practice, Jim Kwik offers this really helpful acronym. Thanks.
Thanks. Okay, let's hear it.
So T is for time. You actually need to schedule it, like a meeting or a workout. Put it in your calendar, even if it's just 5 minutes. Make space for it.
Right. If it's not scheduled.
It might not happen. Then H is for highlight.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of your day, review it and specifically look for positive moments.
Like what kind of moments?
Could be tiny. Someone holding a door, a nice chat with a colleague, enjoying your coffee. Just highlight the good stuff. It's also great memory training, focusing your brain on positives.
Okay. T for time, H for highlight. What's A?
A is for acknowledge. This means expressing gratitude to others. Friends, family, coworkers. Tell them you appreciate them. Jim Kwik says, gratitude that's not expressed doesn't really exist.
Gotta voice it. Okay. N?
N is for nature. Get outside. Connect with the beauty around you. Even a short walk, noticing the sky, a tree. It can totally reset your perspective and foster appreciation.
Simple but effective. K.
K is for kindness. Perform acts of kindness. They really go hand in hand with gratitude. Giving to others cultivates appreciation and connection. And, kindness is often free.
True. Okay, last one. S.
S is for savor. Really savor the small joys. That delicious cup of tea, a comfortable bed, finishing a task. Pay attention and appreciate those little moments. What you appreciate, as they say, appreciates it, grows in value for you.
Thanks. Time, highlight, acknowledge, nature, kindness, savor. That's a great framework.
It really is. And beyond that, you could also try things like gratitude meditations, gratitude visits where you actually meet someone to thank them properly.
Oh, wow.
Or even just having a gratitude buddy you share things with each day. Adds accountability.
That's a really practical, actionable roadmap. It makes me think of something you mentioned earlier, that idea. You don't have to wait for your life to be great to feel grateful. It's more like start feeling grateful, intentionally practice it, and then you'll start having that greater life. It's a shift that comes first.
That's the core idea, yes.
Yeah.
It changes your perspective, which then changes your experience.
And you mentioned earlier, it's not just personal well-being. These sources, especially Forbes, make a strong case for gratitude in our professional lives, too. How does that work?
Yeah, it's fascinating. Gratitude is genuinely good for business. It directly impacts things like employee engagement.
Engagement? How so?
Well, think about why people leave jobs. Feeling undervalued is a huge reason. Recognition, which is basically expressed gratitude, is consistently shown to be a top driver of great work and, crucially, retention.
So people stay where they feel appreciated.
Exactly. All those major surveys, O.C. Tanner, SHRM, Gallup, they all point to this. And when employees do receive gratitude, guess what happens?
Let me guess. Dopamine and serotonin.
You got it. Those same feel-good chemicals get released. It boosts their motivation, their job satisfaction. They feel seen, valued, connected to the team and the mission.
So what can companies or teams actually do to foster this?
Lots of things, actually, and often simple ones. You could start meetings with a quick gratitude round. What's everyone thankful for this week? Maybe a colleague who helped out, a lesson learned.
Nice idea.
Companies could also look again at their formal recognition programs. Are they actually heartfelt or just, checking a box?
Good point.
And here's a powerful one. Handwritten thank you notes.
Handwritten in this digital age.
Yes. Think about it. Writing by hand actually creates stronger mental connections for the person writing it, reinforcing their gratitude pathways.
Oh, interesting.
And for the person receiving it, a personal, handwritten note just lands differently than an email. It feels much more meaningful, shows that someone really took the time.
Yeah, you really feel that. It seems like that old saying, about gratitude turning a routine job into joy. It's actually true.
It really can be.
And it's not just about feeling good. There are real business benefits. Better retention, more motivation, higher productivity. It sounds like a true win-win.
It absolutely does.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. To recap our deep dive today, gratitude isn't just, good manners or a fleeting feeling. It's a seriously powerful tool.
Definitely.
It enhances your brain health, significantly improves your mental well-being, strengthens relationships, even boosts your career. It actually literally changes your brain chemistry and structure.
Making you happier, healthier, more resilient.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth remembering Jim Kwik's analogy again. Your brain's capacity for gratitude is like a muscle. You have to use it or you lose it.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah. Those consistent, small acts of gratitude, practiced regularly, build a stronger, more positive, more resilient brain over time. It's an investment, really.
An investment that pays off everywhere. And maybe as a final thought for you, our listener, Jim Kwik posed this really provocative question. What if we made gratitude go viral?
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine if your simple daily practice of gratitude, maybe just those few minutes journaling or thanking someone, what if that could start a ripple effect, like the butterfly effect, creating as he put it, a tsunami of change, of kindness, of love in your life and maybe even beyond? What would that look like for you?
It's a powerful thought.
So maybe just take 2 or 3 minutes right now. After listening, reflect on 1 or 2 things you're genuinely grateful for. And perhaps maybe share one of them with someone who made a difference for you today. Could be the start of your own gratitude tsunami.